Hello everyone, this is Debo and welcome to today's Revive Witch video. So equipment is one of the key endgame aspects for Revive Witch, and a lot of people could be wondering what are the different equipments they could look out for, what are the equipment efficiencies, and what are the things they should look out for when they actually tune their equipments to maximize efficiency. So in today's video, I'm going to share a very in-depth guide for equipments within Revive Witch and what are the tips and tricks you could look out for when you attempt to power up your equipment, as well as further enhance their stats. And without further ado, let us start today's video. So on screen right now, you guys can see a whole list of equipment within Revive Witch, and this is from the Bilibili website for Revive Witch CN server. They have a record of all the different equipments available. So I'll link it down in the description below if you guys want to see all this information for yourself. So these are all the different equipments as well as some of their different stat lines over here. And there are basically 4 different tiers of equipments. We have your blue color equipment, which is your most basic one. And we have your purple color equipment, which is like your intermediate weapon. And we have your gold equipment, which is probably most people's end game. And we have the legendary equipment, which is represented by the rainbow background. And in terms of their location, blue and purple are easily obtainable within story as well as low level equipment dungeons. For gold, you're able to get a few from the story itself, you're able to farm them from the high level equipment dungeons, as well as exchange them within the trial shop. For the most powerful equipment, the rainbow equipment, you can get them from the legendary equipment box within the trial shop, as well as a low percentage gain from within equipment dungeon level 8. So the toughest dungeon with a low probability. And with regards to the equipments, blue equipments are the most useless one. They don't have enhancement stat and they won't get special abilities. So they are mostly used as fodders to power up your gold equipments or your rainbow equipments. And with regards to the purple equipments, it will probably be your early game equipment. You can max them out really easily, but I won't encourage you to spend too much resources on them because each equipment will have their enhancement as well as an additional special ability. So for the purple equipment, you get 1 line of enhancement and a low probability of a special ability. As for the gold equipment, they have a set special ability and they will have 1 line of enhancement. So with regards to the enhancement portion, I'm not too sure whether or not the legendary and gold equipment has a better stat line for the enhancement, but the special ability from most gold equipment offers you a lot in terms of the boost that they give. And for legendary equipment, they have 2 lines of enhancement, so this means that you can further power them up if you're lucky in terms of your role. And in terms of enhancement portion, I think you need to spend a lot of enhancement runestone in order to max out your equipment. However, another thing for you guys to take note of is that not all gold equipments as well as rainbow equipments will have a special ability. As you guys can see over here, some of these gold equipments, they have no special or set abilities. And there's also no abilities for some of these rainbow weapons as well. So one thing that I noticed is that those equipments without any special ability, they tend to have a better base attribute stat line compared to the other equipments with abilities. So I guess they're trying to make up for the lack of abilities with a better stat line so your characters get more stats. However, I'm not too sure about the special abilities. Some of these abilities seem really broken and there's just way too many abilities for me to cover. So if there's a demand for me to translate all these abilities for the different equipments to present it in another video, do let me know by liking this video and commenting in the comment section below so that I know that you guys want to see it. If not, you guys can also visit this website and then look at all these abilities yourself to do your own research as well as plan your route ahead. Now moving to the last part and probably the most important part of the equipment is obviously the enhancement stat. So when you go into the Forge Equipment Enhance page, you will be able to see 3 different types of runestone: your advanced runestone, your average runestone, and your low runestone. So just take note that the advanced runestone will be able to give you S to SS tier rating in terms of your enhancement, and for the average one you will get B to S tier rating, and for the low enhancement rune you will get the C to A tier ranking. So most of the time at the end game you will treat your low as well as average runestone as your runestone fodders, because there's actually this luck feature all the way at the bottom. So for the luck feature, you can actually increase it by consuming enhanced material and at least one of your affix for the highest level will be obtained when the luck is full. So what this means is when this luck bar is fully filled, you will actually be able to get a higher tier stat for your enhancement roll. So in terms of the lock stat line within the enhancement stat, you can actually unlock it when you use the advanced runestone, and it's not 100% success. I think it's somewhere between 15 to 20% according to the Bilibili page. So this stat line, once you confirm it, you actually get locked up. So you have to actually decide whether or not you want the stat before you actually lock it. So here's a step that I actually got from one of the Discord servers. I can't really remember which one, but people were actually sharing a most efficient way to use your advanced runestones. So basically, do remember to buy them from the trial shop, because the only way you can obtain these advanced runestones are from the trial shop, as well as purchasing packs. So if you are free to play, the only way you can get them is from the trial shop itself for 800 red stones. Then you will use your other runestones, your lower level ones, to stack up the luck meter to 20 to 20 before you use them to get the better stat lines. And lastly, you will use the advanced runestone on the 740 rated gear, so probably the one with the better effects. So that's what it's trying to say. And lastly, do not click replace unless the third unlock line is something you want to keep, because like I mentioned earlier, you actually get locked up once you confirm it and you can never change it afterwards. So you repeat step 0 to step 3 until you get a desired unlock line. For your gold equipment, it's your second line, and for your rainbow equipment, it's your third line. Then after that, you lock it up and use additional advanced runestones to re-roll for your top 2 lines to your personal liking to max out the enhancement stats on your equipment. So this actually takes up quite a bit of resources, and it's not really super free to play friendly, because like most gacha games out there like Maple Story, many other RPGs out there, you have a lot of luck involved in terms of re-rolling for enhancement stats. So yeah, this is a pretty expensive part, and try to be as efficient as possible for this one, because you get a limited number of red stones from the trial shop. And as a free-to-play player, if you're not buying the packs, you're not going to get additional stones from there. That's why this part is super important, especially if you're trying to be as efficient as possible. So in conclusion, equipments are one of the most important aspects for this game. At the end game, when all your characters are maxed out in terms of ascension as well as evolution, equipment is the most important thing to differentiate the power levels between the different team comps as well as the different team synergies. So do try to research a bit on the different equipments to see which one is the one that you want for your team setup, as well as what the equipments to look out for when you're team building. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that this video is helpful for everyone, and do remember to give this video a like as well as subscribe to this channel in order to see more Revive Witch content. I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye guys.